What is going on out there, peeps? All right, real quick, a couple of things were brought up in the group and brought to my attention, so I want to go ahead and just do a quick Iraqi Dinar update, plus a couple of new articles popped up, by the way. All right, so before I get into them, I got to do my quick disclaimer. Here we go. I am not an attorney, I'm not a tax advisor, nor a financial advisor. All right, please consult with real professionals. The following is my opinion only based on my own research. I will share the information with you and encourage you to listen or read the information and form your own opinion. Also, as a quick reminder, everybody, I do have a YouTube or a Facebook group with the same name as the YouTube channel, which is Pimpy's Investment Chat. In here, we talk about all kinds of good things: Iraqi Dinar, the Vietnam Dong, the Zim dollar, cryptocurrencies, gold and silver. So and as well as other investments. In case you guys are curious about other investments, I will encourage you to go watch my videos called Stock Watch. It's just me sharing my opinion on some different stocks that we should be eyeballing. What you do with that information is up to you, of course. Okay. Now, you can come in here if you have any questions and just post your questions. There are a lot of knowledgeable people in here and they will answer your questions. Okay. All right, now having said that, people said earlier I did not mention the update on what's going on with the cryptocurrencies, okay? So look, cryptocurrencies are still going up. They have been for the past week and a half, and they've jumped up significantly. And I told you that's because we have Bitcoin halving that's taking place in the middle of May. And I said because of this. So for those of you who are not familiar with how cryptocurrencies work, some of these coins, especially Bitcoin miners, these are people that mine the coins. They let the network uses their computers to do their system, just to put it in a quick nutshell. And for doing so, they are offered rewards. And the rewards that they get is they get free Bitcoin. Okay, so what a halving event means is that it gets to a certain time when a halving event takes place, and that means the rewards they get are cut in half. See where I'm going with that? Okay, so this time what's going around is we're about 3 weeks or so away from the next halving event for Bitcoin. The problem is with the coronavirus and everything that was happening, it cut down the value of Bitcoin. And in order for people to continue mining Bitcoin, the Bitcoin value has to be somewhere around $16,000. If it doesn't get there, I'm not sure what that means for Bitcoin or what that means for cryptocurrencies in general. But I know a lot of millionaires do the Bitcoin mining and they're in China. So I don't see them keeping this value here. I'm anticipating that it's going to run up to around $16,000 a Bitcoin. Okay. But having said that, these other cryptocurrencies will get dragged up along with Bitcoin. And I'm a huge fan of Ethereum. I got a lot of money into Ethereum, and that's because Bitcoin is crossing over into the Ethereum platform. Bitcoin has almost run its course. They're almost out of coins. It's not going to be that much longer. But a lot of their new projects are built and work on the Ethereum platform. I've spoken about them in other videos, which in my opinion means eventually what's going to happen is Ethereum will take over as the top dog in cryptocurrency world. That's just my opinion. Okay, but you can also see these other favorite ones like XRP as well as XLM have taken a pretty good jump in value. All right, so a lot of people ask me where to go to buy cryptocurrencies. I have a link for that also in the description. I will encourage you guys to follow it. Just for joining, you will get $10 free of cryptocurrencies. But once you're aboard, if you scroll down, you'll see a little blue box that says earn cryptocurrencies. So just watching some videos for a couple minutes at a time, for each one you watch, they will give you free cryptocurrencies. So it's not too bad. You know, you can get in there and earn about $150, $160 free dollars. Okay, free. It's free. So they're actually paying you to join. Okay, unless you want to, of course, invest in cryptocurrencies. Okay, now having said that, let me get over to this little booger right here. So this is a screenshot. It looks like somebody took a picture of a screen, and it is in a group, and there's a lot of people asking questions about it. People hitting me up privately. There's a post in there regarding it. So when I first looked at it, first of all, I noticed it comes from Frank 26. So right away I was like, wah, wah. Okay, for those you don't know, I've had an issue with Frank 26. It happened a while ago where somebody, either from his group or somebody told his group some information that I had made in a video, and then they try to pass it off like they got the information from within the central bank of Iraq. They try to make it sound like it was insider information. Hey, you know, that's what a lot of these people do in the dinar community. They claim they got insider information. And no, it's not. It wasn't insider information. It was a video that I had created, and it was used in a group. And was information. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mind them sharing information, but what I didn't like is that it was in a group in which people paid for it, like a Patreon group or whatever. But anyways, so they brought this to my attention. They want to know about it. So let me go ahead and explain a couple of things that catch my attention about this right off the get-go. Why is this color red different than this color red? So this looks like it was altered and changed, not to mention the fact that these letters sit slightly higher than the other letters. Slightly higher, okay? Very interesting. So whoever this is most likely the person that changed this, if it was changed. There's no reason for it not to be a different color red. And why it doesn't match evenly with the other letters. And this person, whoever they are, matches that, is most likely the person that did it. So having said that, let's get past that and read what it says. So it is your duty to follow up on a very important subject, which is when anyone transfers money from abroad to Iraq in exchange for paying a transfer commission for this company, the Iraq citizen is surprised to receive the transfer in dinars, not dollars, at a very low exchange rate and not the official rate. Please follow up on this topic, explain the reasons. Okay, a couple things about this. First of all, anybody that does business with the remittance company, like if I go to Western Union and I'm going to transfer money to somebody, they already know what the currency is going to be. So there's no reason for the citizens to be surprised. I don't know why they would be surprised. That's something that they should know ahead of time, but that's neither here nor there. But this is the part that catches my attention. Not dollars, but at a very low exchange rate. Why do you have to put it there? Receive the transfer in dinars, not dollars, at a very low exchange rate. Why don't you just put at a lower exchange rate, okay? But to say and stress the words at a very low exchange rate is very questionable to me, okay? Why do they need to stress that it's a very low exchange rate? There's no reason for it. It doesn't make sense for them to do that. So I don't understand the story or the post that comes behind this. I think because I don't know what was posted in the group and I only got this screenshot. I've seen this in the group and it's been brought to my attention. I don't know the full story, but I just think these things are interesting to notice. This color red matches this one. So this person is most likely the person who put this in here. It does not match the other red colors and this sits slightly higher than the rest. Okay, but having said that, they're talking about two different rates, and that's what people are asking about. Do I know anything about that? And yes, I've made videos about this. They do keep two rates. That's true. They have what they call the real rate, and they have one that they call either the nominal rate or the market rate. So the real rate is God only knows. Now, my assumption, and again, this is only my assumption, the real rate is when Iraqi dinar was devalued, the real rate at the time was $3.22. So my guess is when they say the real rate, my guess is that the real rate is they must be still holding on to that threshold for whatever reason. The other rate, which is the market rate or the nominal rate, is the one that we see, which is we get $1,190 or 90 dinars for every $1 US. Okay, so it's easy to make that assumption. That's what they're talking about because I posted showing you articles. I've seen feasible studies. I've seen reports where they do indeed absolutely talk about two different rates. So I don't know the context of this post. I don't know why they felt the need to have to put on a very low, other than they're just trying to tell people. My guess is that they're trying to tell people, look, there's two rates and one of them is very low. This is why we know it's going to change to a higher rate. Okay, that's fine. You didn't have to go to such extremes, or whatever they wanted to put in here didn't fit, so they just added extra. That's I'm only guessing. Okay, I just think it's weird that there's these two colors match, so it's most likely this person, and these colors don't. I don't know why. And this sits higher than the rest of the words. Okay, but anyways, let's get past that. Get in here to a couple of new articles that I was just reading. All right, just to kind of update you on them. So for those you don't know, Iraq is forced to import energy from Iran. Iran is under strong sanctions by the United States. So usually what happens is the United States will allow Iraq to import energy that's needed from Iran, and it usually is like, oh, I don't know, 6 months long extension, 3 month long extension, but now they've shortened it down to 30 days. We know that Siemens has won the contract to go ahead and start helping rebuild the power grid in Iraq. I believe an article I read, had to been about 2 months now ago, 2 months, maybe a month and a half ago. Siemens was really far along, and that they were close to being complete. So it looks like maybe Iraq might not need to rely on Iran anymore, which is good for both Iraq, of course, and the United States, because this can help Trump continue to put the screws down and tighten them up on Iran, who's really desperate for money. Okay, so as far as these other articles are mentioning about how these other political blocs are still working with Kazami to try to get their own candidates into his cabinet. And, again, there's one reason or another. There's a lot of bickering still going on. I'm at the point now, and it's just my opinion. And I know for a fact that people from Iraq do watch my videos. They've made comments before. So I want your opinion on this. Does it make sense for them to go ahead and put the prime minister in there and then for him to fill his cabinet? Does that really benefit the people? Because I'm under the impression that it would be better for the Iraqi people to go ahead and, this PM doesn't get passed and just let the president of the republic go ahead and dissolve parliament. And because the vast majority of the politicians within parliament are Iranian-backed politicians. So if you dissolve the parliament, you'll be able to hold an election with the Iraqi people who can then vote in other Iraqi people and not Iranian-backed politicians. Please let me know what you think of that. Does that sound legitimate? Because I can't help but feel that's a much better situation for you guys. So now I don't want this to happen. I don't want Kazami to get in there. I don't think we'll get a very stable government, and there's going to be continuing hardships with the parliament because the parliament is vastly controlled by the Iranian people. And so we don't want that. I think it's better for the Iraqi people if the president just goes right on ahead, dissolves parliament, go ahead, hold an election, let the people vote in who they want to go in there. This way you have Iraqi people running your government. That's just my opinion. So let me know what you guys think. Please, anybody from Iraq or knows what's going on out there, let me know what you guys think. Is it better for them to dissolve the parliament? I really think so. All right. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And one last thing. Yes, they do keep 2 rates. I can validate that. That's for sure. There's a lot of speculation as to why. I've speculated about it on other videos, but I don't know the whole story behind this screenshot. But several people asked me do I know about these 2 rates? Yeah, I'm aware of the 2 rates. They do indeed keep 2 rates, okay? I just want to validate that. All right, you guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Talk to you later.